Hey there, welcome to my episode review of episode 1 of season 2 of The Last of Us TV show, based on the highly anticipated and also highly controversial video game The Last of Us 2. Now, a couple years ago, when I was reviewing The Last of Us TV show, I think I was as fair as possible. Some people really hated that show, some people really loved the show. I was kind of in the middle. I was trying not to do the whole, hey listen, I played the video game and X, Y, and Z happened and they changed this and didn't do that. But what's funny is since I've been on YouTube, I think the most downvotes and most negative comments I've gotten was me calling Joel in the TV show a pussy.
You're a pussy.
And only because, Pedro Pascal was doing his best to play Joel, but having played the video game, I just expected a more stoic, a more hardened, a more grizzled Joel because, you're pretty jaded after having your young daughter gunned down in your arms by some military guys. Then, of course, 20 years later, you're just dealing with zombies and just scarcity and food sources and things like that. But I overall did enjoy the show. I think that it was well shot, also well acted, but they were making, for myself and many others, plenty of unnecessary changes. Things like race swapping certain characters. Also, the infamous episode 3, which by all accounts was a very well written episode. It was well shot, well acted, but a very shitty adaptation based on the games. It just felt so forced.
You are a diversity hire.
Also, we'll take a character that was very diverse in a video game and hey, you know what? Let's get some more brownie points and make him deaf as well. So
that's tax deductible. You can write that off.
In case you haven't played the game, small spoilers, and it may not be a spoiler for this TV show. The big controversy for the game was that the character Joel Miller, the hero of the first game, he's killed within the first hour of the game. And millions of people, myself included, were like, what the
fuck is this?
I know these guys are not going to have Pedro Pascal just in one episode. There's no way. I also know that they're going to milk this because it is milking it into 2 more seasons. By all accounts, The Last of Us Season 2, based on a game, should be 1 season at best, but hey.
You are greedy.
I did not like The Last of Us 2 game. A couple years back, they had the infamous Collector's Edition, which I paid like $200 for, and I saved up my pennies and my nickels for it, and I was so pissed off by how bad that game was. I couldn't stand the way they just treated Joel, and they made him out to be the villain. They started retconning certain things, and we'll get into it, alright? So, yeah, give me a second. I'm going to get my slides ready, and let's go over The Last of Us, Episode 1, Season 2. Let's go. Okay, boys and girls, I am now using StreamYard. You know why? Because it's so much easier to show slides and talk about this show. All right, now, quick recap, because I do believe in recaps. They give you a premise, and it's been a couple years since season 1, so let's talk about what happened. Joel Miller, well, the show starts off and his daughter,
Sarah,
she is gunned down in his arms, and it's pretty tragic. Also, Ellie, he meets her 20 years later. Listen, kid, I don't care about you. One thing what you are is your cargo, and that's it. You're not important to me. You're not family.
You don't turn your back on family.
Previously on The Last of Us. And we get the Nick Offerman episode. It's pretty gay. It's Brokeback Mountain for Last of Us. A well-acted episode, but, it's, yeah, they die at the end. Now, Joel has a brother named Tommy. He's played by the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. who played Ghost Rider. I forgot his name, Gabriel Luma or something. Not really important. Also, Ellie, she's very gay. Ellie's gay. In case you didn't realize something, Ellie is gay. This was part of The Last of Us game, the DLC, and it's just kind of funny where Ellie in the main game was never gay, but they just had to hammer that home. It's an okay episode, but yeah, Ellie had a girlfriend. She got bit. She dead. Let's move on. Also, at some point, and does happen in the game, Joel gets injured. Ellie has to fend for herself, and she meets a priest, and he wants to do, well, he's not really a priest, but he's a cult leader. He wants to do some very naughty things to Ellie, and she does beat him to death, and the whole place burns down. Okay. Then, eventually, the entire plot of the whole game in the first season is Ellie getting to the Fireflies. Since Ellie is immune to this super fungus and virus and zombie outbreak, Joel's like, where the hell is she? Well, we're prepping her for surgery because she may or may not have the cure, but she has no say in the matter. We're going to kill this kid. And Joel's like, oh, fucking hell no. I'm grabbing some guns and I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Eventually, well, there's some doctors right here. This was retcon to the games, but I'm not going to get into that where it's a retcon. This doctor in season 2 may or may not, he may be special. We'll find out, okay? I'm not going to ruin it for you yet. And that's it. They get to the Tommy settlement, whatever. And basically Ellie says, listen, tell me Tell me everything was true, right? Tell me the Fireflies, they couldn't use me because Joel lied to Ellie. He says that, yeah, they had plenty of kids. Other kids were immune and they couldn't get the cure. Not a big deal. And please, Joel, tell me the truth. And he's like, sure, I just didn't murder a shitload of people. It's okay, kid. I swear. I swear I'm telling the truth. And liar. All right. Now we get into giraffes because apparently giraffes are a very big issue. And yeah, this apparently happened right after Joel went on his whole killing spree. And we get this whole nice shot right here. And just like season one, to their credit, this episode, there is some really good shots. Now, here we have Abby, and boy, she looks a lot, and I mean a lot different than the video game. I guess they couldn't get some woman who's like 6'5" and 290 pounds of steroids infused beefcake to play Abby. I guess this is the more realistic version. But look, we have the fireflies, the necklace, and a bunch of graves. Basically, well, Joel killed a lot of people, and these people that he killed, they had family members, and they're all pretty pissed off. And of course, it is impossible. What's not possible? Ellie. Is Ellie immune? We're not sure. We think she is, but we can't tell for sure. Bottom line is, Joel, we're going to find him. Then we're going to kill him. We're going to kill him dead. And just right there, Abby's like, let's kill him. Let's kill him slowly because I'm a sick, psychotic bitch, and never understanding maybe, Joel had his reasons why he did this for. Maybe you guys were about to kill an innocent 12-year-old or 14-year-old, whatever. And we get the whole dum, 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 and they're playing the guitar based off the video game and The Last of Us. Right here, based on The Last of Us 2 PlayStation game, created by Naughty Dog, and also, more importantly, written by Neil Druckmann. Boy.
He's an asshole.
And, all right, it's been 5 years since Season 1 also. Canon to the games, The Last of Us second game takes place 5 years after the first game. Here we go. Now, Ellie, what's she doing? Is she fighting somebody? No, she's training. She's trained to be more of a badass. She's wrestling with this person named Caleb. And boy, we'll get into this in a second. Basically, she puts him in a headlock and let's see, he taps out because, I guess 5'1", 110-pound Ellie is going to make a grown man tap out. And she calls him, boom, motherfucker. And yeah. Also, like she's like, you hit me. And she's like, you hit me pretty fucking hard. And he goes, well, I pulled my punches. And she's like, why'd you pull your punches for? Well, look at this guy's stats, and Caleb, the actor who plays him, he's 6'4" and 240 pounds. Usually when a person is 240 and they're hitting somebody that weighs a good 100 pounds or 120 pounds, like lighter than them with a bigger reach, if he hit her with his full strength, he would have maybe killed her, but if not, put her in a coma for 6 months and physics and all that. But yeah, little girl, he's not hitting with his full strength because that's not how life works.
Sorry, bro. Them's just the facts.
I mean, maybe the good part is that had he hit her with his full strength, he would have damn sure fixed that face.
She ugly. She ugly.
Yeah, she's ugly. Don't worry, I am too. Well, another good wide shot. We're in the town. Things are going great. And yeah, we have the settlement, Jackson, Wyoming. They're trying to rebuild society and they have a nice little town. Everybody's working. Look at that. Just blue collar workers. Man, just brings a tear to my eye. But something's bad happening. The pipes right there, the sewage. Well, look, there's some roots and that ain't a good thing. I mean, these guys probably don't have any kind of like weed killer stuff or Roto-Rooter, and it's very rudimentary plumbing back then. Well, in the future, but you know what I mean. Now we have Joel, been 5 years. He's working on a circuit breaker, and now we're introduced to Dina, which she is very important inside of the game. Also, she was Jewish in the game, and now she's more
diverse.
Joel, damn sure looking older on purpose, more gray in his hair, more, he's wearing his reading glasses, and going to be an old man, Joel, but he's fixing some breakers. And the short version is Dina and Joel are getting some kind of father-daughter bonding, which she used to have with Ellie, but, not anymore. She asked a question that, what's up with Ellie? Why is she angry at you for? And, okay, I guess after 5 years, him lying to her, she's still holding a grudge after 5 fucking years. Women do that. They love to hold grudges.
Can you believe this sexist pig?
He's like, basically, you guys are best friends. Don't worry. Dina and Ellie are only friends only. They're definitely not going to hook up later. Yeah. Joel is overprotective, but, he's a dad. What do you expect? Also, now Joel's in therapy because why wouldn't you be in therapy?
He looks like a pussy.
Don't tell anyone I'm in therapy. Yeah, I wouldn't either. But, all right. Ellie's out here and she's training with Tommy and we see Clicker. Makeup job, again, excellent. They show clickers and they're doing some target practice. She is getting better at sniping. Also, for some reason, she's having a good time and she's smiling. Her attitude is up and down. First she's smiling, then she's not smiling, then she's a total fucking bitch. And anyway, Tommy's telling her the ways how to snipe. She hits one, okay. But Anyway, so she's giving Tommy shit about the thing is Tommy wants to put her on the fence instead of out in patrols because they have patrols. This is a zombie friggin' apocalypse and it's a bad world. And she gives Tommy this whole big spiel about, oh, you know what? I shouldn't have to be scared of zombies because I'm immune. Remember, I'm immune. And she starts screaming, I'm immune. It's been over IGN. It's been on Twitter. This acting is pretty fucking terrible. And she's just yelling, I'm immune. Mind you, part of the premise of the first game and first TV show is that, yes, she's immune, but bitch, you're not bulletproof. Clickers can still tear her to fucking shreds.
She's not immortal.
Shut the fuck up and stop telling everybody, hey, I'm immune. It's a really stupid scene. But anyway, yep, you're just like my brother. You both are stubborn. Now, we get the girl here. She's from True Blood. She's Tommy's wife. Of course, she's very diverse, very more diverse from the the video game. And she's giving Joel this whole speech about, listen, we need to build faster. We need to build more. We need to do more. And he's like, listen, I'm working 7 days a week. I'm working night and day. The problem is we're getting too many fucking people in here. And he makes a good analogy saying that, listen, if our lifeboat is swamped, yeah, we'll leave people out there. I'm not sure if this is some stupid allegory to modern, fucking 2025 politics. But the bottom line is, listen, guys, if you have a community and you only have finite resources, finite, livestock or vegetables and things like that, you can't just keep bringing people in. It's one thing having a settlement of 100 people. It's a second thing having a settlement of 10,000 people. That's just how life works. At some point, this happened to different seasons of The Walking Dead, you have to let people go. Sorry, that's just how it fucking happens. He's hanging out with his nephew, and she has a give right there to Joel, like, oh, remember Joel at one point? Remember Joel, immigrant? You were a refugee too. And it's like,
Shut up, bitch!
all right. Now, Joel's in therapy and he's with Catherine O'Hara. She's the therapist. They're drinking alcohol. My favorite part of this episode. I should have some right now. But yep, they're sitting there drinking, and for her age, she's not looking too bad. He gives her a bag of weed as payment for his therapy sessions, and she's bitching and moaning, groaning, not the best weed out there. What's this like, this stems and buds, and the buds are crappy. And he goes, listen, it's all we got, okay? It's again, lady, we're in Wyoming and during the zombie apocalypse, and you're bitching about the quality of weed. Holy shit. But most psychiatrists aren't allowed to drink on a job. This is a special exception. But she wants to know what's going on between him and Ellie, and he's just saying that like he doesn't understand what Ellie's problem is, why she's so mad, why they can't, recompense, why they can't make up. But he's saying that him and Dina are having a very good relationship, and just, he's being overprotective of Ellie, but Dina's kind of bonding with him, and she rubs it in his face like, listen, well, Ellie, Ellie's not your daughter. And ooh, man, yes, we get it. Ellie's not his daughter, but the whole point of the first season in the first game is that they form a father-daughter bond, and he was a great father. A little bit overprotective, but can you blame the guy? And he looks at her like, yeah, you bitch. And she gives the whole like, boo-hoo, I'm a terrible therapist, because most therapists are there to kind of like encourage you and kind of give you some good advice. Not her, though. Oh, she's acting like every 19-year-old daughter who hates her dad. I just know I have 3 sisters. None of my sisters hated my dad. They loved my dad and worshipped him like most young girls do. But I guess it's objective, right? But yeah, you know what, chick? Shouldn't you be validating me? And she's like, no, I shouldn't be. I'm a shitty therapist. And she gives the whole like, Joel, I know you're leaving something out. Joel, I know you have secrets. Please, Joel, by all means, tell me the fact that Ellie's immune and you killed a bunch of fireflies and you hijacked her. I'm sure you can just trust me with your secrets, right? Right?
Right? Wrong.
And she gives Joel a whole speech like, you know what, Joel, you shot and killed my husband. They don't say why or how yet anyway, but I understand, Joel, you had to kill my husband. It was necessary, but it was the way you did it, Joel. And Joel, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you, Joel. Also, since I do hate you and we're being honest, please, by all means, trust me, and then tell me all of your deep, dark secrets. You can tell me, right? And I would have been like, yeah, chick, fuck off. No way. Yeah. Say the thing, Joel. Say it. And he's like, no. And of course, what's he do? And this is weird too. Did you do something to her? I mean, what are you implying? Was it sexual? Come on, like, do you think he was torturing her? But the way the whole accusation of Joel, remember, you're the bad guy from season 1. You're a piece of shit. Did you do something to her, Joel? Did you? And did you hurt her? And of course, he starts crying because TV show cries.
What a pussy.
Game Joe doesn't cry, but we're not going to get into that. But and Pedro, now we'll give him credit. Pedro, the guy is acting his ass off. I have no problem in season 1 with Pedro's performance. I have no problem so far in this episode with Pedro's performance. The guy he's acting his ass off. He's just, It's not his fault. He didn't write some of the shitty dialogue. But the bottom line is, yeah, you know what? I saved her. I saved her fucking life. You're welcome. Okay. Ellie still has the bite, put some tattoos on her arm. This is the bite that, where she learned she's immune. And she's out there and just, she's being Ellie. She's also getting her guns ready. And then guess what? Dina comes in, they have a tit for tat, and you know what? I don't want to be on the fence. I want to go out to patrol because I don't want to sit around. And hey, listen, your father figure, Joel, I'm bonding with him, Ellie. I'm Dina. And you want to watch movies together with us, with your father? And she's like, nah, fuck Joel. Now, we come out here and we get this whole mission debrief. They're saying, listen, guys, we got some reports. We have a routine. We have different checkpoints because there's a patrol. After 5 years, they should know there's a certain routine because they want to keep people safe. For some reason, it's just a recon patrol, but also this guy, Jesse here, he tells Ellie, like, for some reason, everybody, they respect you two. They look up to you guys. We have no reason why they respect them, why they look up to them for, but some reason, I don't know, everyone loves Ellie all of a sudden, despite her being a psycho bitch. But anyway, again, another good wide shot. Won't deny them credit. She looks fucking beautiful. Can't debate that. So they're out there on patrol, and yeah, Ellie and Dean are having this big talk about, well, I have a boyfriend, the diverse Asian dude. He was, don't worry, diverse inside the games. But we broke up yet again. Oh no, you guys broke up yet again. Don't worry, you and Jesse, you get back together. And maybe they will, maybe they won't. Okay. Now, let's do some more recon. They come across a dead bear body, and damn, a bunch of fucking zombies ripped this bear to shreds. And you're like, damn.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Also, Dina makes a joke about barbecue, and
You are not funny.
oh god, yeah, it's so funny. Barbecue, aren't you laughing? Because I'm sure as fuck not. Now, Ellie and Dina tell the party, well, inside there could be something. Well, they hear screaming, and there could be something inside. It's supposed to be recon mission. Don't go inside. But of course, Ellie has to say this. Well, if you'd rather let the men handle it, and I'm like, I had to get that small comment in there. You could say it's a girl thing, but also it's 2025, and I don't believe that. It's just girls being girls. It's some kind of bullshit message. And anyway, they hear a clicker. Clickers are back from season 1, and she's doing a whole mouth thing and with Dina's mouth, and she's giving her signals. Take a bottle and throw the bottle and distract the clicker. Also, product placement because Bud Light, right? And what does Ellie do? She's also being funny and being silly. That face. I had to capture that screenshot because it's a face, all right.
You are ugly inside and out.
But now she's being all playful instead of being a stuck-up bitch like she is to everybody else. But what does she do? She throws the bottle and she walks in some glass, distracts the clicker, jumps on it and stabs her repeatedly. You know what? I'll give her that because it happens in the game, but also at this point, Ellie, she's been around these creatures for 5 or 6 years, and stabbing one repeatedly in the neck when when you jump on its back.
It's stupid, but it's a plan.
So she kills it. Dina's like, okay, cool. And she's like, hey, I killed it. And also back there was a dog on the wall for employee of the month, and blah, and she falls through the floor. Okay. She's down, nothing's broken, and she's, look, People Magazine. Hey, it's Jennifer, what's her face there? Can't think of her name right now. Jennifer, the hot one from Friends. Anyway. But Aniston. Now in the background, hard to see right here. You hear something clicking in the background, scurrying around. A new type of infected, but it's basically a kid. It's scurrying. She's looking around, very slow scene. This entire sequence takes like 10 minutes, and I won't lie, a couple of times I was pressing the skip forward button 10 seconds.
Fucking boring.
Now she's getting all mean, like, run at me, motherfucker, because I'm Ellie and I'm a badass, and she's very strange with her animations towards these things. But to the credit right there, very good makeup job. And you do see some CGI, obviously, because you see the vines coming out of its nose, and it's kind of disgusting looking. I'm assuming contacts, but this is an infected, but almost like a kid infected, a new type of infected, mind you. So they get into it. It jumps on Ellie, it starts biting her. She's screaming, takes her gun out, shoots it a couple of times. Bam, it's dead. Okay. Now I did like a little side effect right there, little CGI. The worms are kind of oozing out of the bite mark, but yeah, Ellie's okay because Ellie is immune, so this won't turn her. But they have a new kind of infected. Dina runs in, and Dina's like, "Hey, what was that? Did you kill it?" "Yeah, I definitely killed it. I definitely didn't get bit by it neither. I'm okay." Ellie and Dina then go to the city council, and basically she's saying that I'm not getting worried, but there's a new type of infected. This thing is smart. It didn't just run at me. It actually, it was hiding. Look, it took cover. It planned. It waited. And Dina's like, "Yeah, definitely. I was there the entire time. I watched it. I can definitely vouch for her story." And they're all like,
Bullshit.
Tommy's telling Ellie that you going there was pretty reckless. And just Ellie being a fucking smartass again says right there. And you're telling me what? If you were you and Joel, you wouldn't have gone in? And he's like, yeah, that's different though. And of course, his wife, she's like, oh, how's it different, honey? And first thing I'm thinking is, oh, here we go again, guys. I'm trying to be fair. It is different, you dumb bitch. Number one, it's been established that Tommy and Joel, one of them are ex-military. Also, Joel and Tommy are, Jesus Christ, 25, 30 years older than you two. They're also bigger and stronger. It's different than two 18-year-old and 19-year-old girls walking into there. Despite you being immune, you're still taking fucking risks that you shouldn't be taking, and you're putting the whole group in jeopardy.
Don't be an asshole.
I'm trained, she's not. Also, I've been living in this zombie apocalypse world for 20 fucking years. The kid doesn't know anything outside the walls except for the past 5 years. It's just a stupid, just the way you're shitting on Tommy now, the way that, don't worry, Joel, he'll be getting shit on, I'm sure, this entire season. Dina was lying, and she's like, oh, I'm just having a bad feeling lately. Of course you are. And Ellie, she's wasting good alcohol. I hate that. Don't waste good alcohol. What she's doing is making it look like it's an actual cut. She's taking the bite and just carving the bite into a circle. Okay, because having a bite mark may come up at some point. Somebody could see it, and she doesn't want people to see a bite mark. I'll give her that much. All right, makes it kind of gross. And she's putting down barbecue. It's so cute. And
That's not cute.
Joel pops in. Joel, he's still, she's still not talking to Joel. He wants to know if they're going to this gathering. It's New Year's Eve, right? Sees a guitar because he was teaching her how to play guitar, and the strings are kind of messed up, and I'll fix it for you. And Joel, don't do it. And he goes, no, I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I'll bring it back tomorrow. Now, look, we have the New Year's dance. It's 2029. They're drinking, and who cares if they're underage kids? It's, the zombie world. It's not a big problem. So Ellie's talking to Jesse, and Jesse's like, oh, I miss my girlfriend Dina. And oh, don't worry about Jesse. You'll definitely get back together soon. 2 weeks tops. She misses you. You guys are in love. Dina is drinking, getting pretty damn drunk.
Because she's an alcoholic.
What she do? She grabs Ellie. Her and Ellie have a very nice, very passionate, slow dance, and they're all whispering. And Ellie's like, oh, you're the prettiest girl inside this place. And every guy's looking at you. And Dina's like, no, every guy's looking at you because Ellie, you're so good looking. She's not. She looks like a fucking potato. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole, but I mean, it's the internet. Check out the internet. Ellie's a potato.
Baked potato changed my life.
Not Ellie, Bella Ramsey. But yeah, maybe they're all looking at you, Ellie, because they're jealous. They're jealous because they all want me, because I'm Dina. I'm the hottest girl in this small town with probably like 10 women. And okay, they're jealous. What happens? They kiss. They're about to, and she's like, well, before they kiss, I'm not a threat. Don't worry. You're really not. But yeah. Boy, this kiss, I watched it 2 different times, just for research purposes.
It's my proudest accomplishment.
I also wasn't fully sober. And when I watched this kiss, boy, I just thought of one thing.
Ooh, one down. I know somebody who won't be having any.
Yeah, let's go. Now we have this guy because this was taken right from the game. What are you two lesbians doing? This was a family event. And YouTube, don't slay me. I'm not sure if I can say this, but
Why not? Fuck it.
yeah, you fucking dykes, because this is a family event, and oh, damn, you stupid lesbians. And what does Joel do? Joel pushes him because Joel, he's still pissed off because you are still insulting his surrogate daughter.
Such a good dad.
And he's like, Ellie, are you okay? And what happens? She yells at Joel, and she's like, what is wrong with you, Joel? And I'm like,
don't be a cunt.
And yeah, Joel, don't come to my honor. Don't help me out. I don't fucking need your help. Like, ugh.
What a bitch.
I'm not mad at Bella Ramsey for acting like this, because Ellie in the game, don't worry, in the second game, she's just this much of an asshole. But she walks back, and Joel's out there tuning the guitar, playing it, want to talk to his daughter, surrogate daughter, and she just walks away like, yeah, fuck you, Joel, because you're the bad guy. And what happens? Then we're showing the vines, and the vines are growing some fungus, and dun, which didn't happen inside of the game. So as we said, they will be adding more stuff to the season that wasn't in the game. And this is a very big issue, because the thing is, the fungus is where all this shit came from. So the fungus is where the zombie outbreaks were happening. Besides Ellie, nobody else is immune. So these guys they better start burning something or figuring shit out. All right. And we get the last shot. Guess who appears? And again, to their credit, nice wide shot of this town. But we have Abby and her party. They show up, and Abby's like, yeah, we're here. We're here to kill everybody. Kill them dead. And I'm all pissed off, and I'm Abby. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching episode 1 of my review of The Last of Us Season 2. I'm trying my best to talk elaborate and just make you entertained and be a smart ass. But overall, my assessment is, again, the show is well acted. I think it's well shot. The wide shots are pretty good. It's a pretty good adaptation of the game. But the thing is, the game is just a overall crappy storyline. I hated the fact that Joel, you're making him out to be the fucking bad guy. Now you're making Tommy to be a moron, and now Joel's in therapy. And it's just like, oh, stop it already.
Just fucking stop.
Ellie is just an insufferable bitch, and if they're gonna follow the game, don't worry. Her attitude, she'll be this way the entire second and possible third season of this show. It's I'm just watching it because I played the game, and
Why do I hate myself so much?
I'm watching it. I wouldn't say I'm enjoying it. I'm just watching it, and I can't wait to see how much more they shit on Joel and Tommy and every other male character that's in this show. And also, people are talking about this already. Damn, the entire fight scene going back to Ellie and that guy Caleb. The fact that she made him tap out, it's just disgusting, guys. I'm sorry. I'll show the screenshot again if you want to. You can look at it. I'm scrolling up right here. It's all over the Twitter spheres and shit like that. But yeah. And some people are trying to say, well, she's trained. And guys, no. Again, Bella Ramsey is 5'1" at best. I'm only 5'6", and best believe I could beat her with both hands tied behind my back. This dude's fucking 6'4", and he doesn't have a beer belly. He's in pretty good goddamn shape. Also, the actor is a stunt man. He weighs 240. I'm not taking him in a fucking fight.
He will kill me.
It's a show. It's whatever. I'll see you next time. Cheers. I'm out. Bye.